You should just stay here for all eternity, I guess. Like, oh well.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Oh.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, that was just weird. Okay, let's try again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Your name access. It was not. I guess we'll just follow directions like a good little puppy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Go to the left door. Down the hallway. Okay, I gotta turn around.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What does this all say? Meeting room, floor, something, 400. Meeting schedule. UIT department, marketing Mondays, legal office, boss's inspection, financial panic meeting is development. There's some peace frauds. Okay. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, chart slides. What do people want? Things, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. Profits. Work harder, hard worker. Not always true. Hey, Mask. Am I Stanley? I have no fucking clue who I am. I'm Stanley, but I'm not Stanley. I'm playing a game, but I'm not playing a game. I have, it's kind of a little bit of a paradox. Shit. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do inevitably amazing work all the time, every day, with no exception of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Seems legit. To do. Standardized core values. Shift. Global more. Montage free to play. There you go. Oop. Room closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Yep. Back on track.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Upstairs. Door's locked. Looks well.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
There you go. 2845 behind the desk.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh, there it is. Looking for 845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Nice fucking office, though. Damn, this thing's... The office is fucking huge. I feel like I'm stepping into, like, Portal 2 or something. I don't know why. Oh. Only one way to go, and that's down.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Like, who doesn't fucking question their job in the first place,
Stanley
right?
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But what if I want to escape? I can escape, right? Fine. Mind control facility. Push button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This looks like the fucking Matrix is what this is. I just step into the Matrix? Fuck right, man. Maybe I'm not Stanley. Maybe I'm like Neo or something. Push button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Fuck. What does this one do?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Why not?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Huh? The fuck? Our facility. Big red button. Push. What's this one? 5. That one? My controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Hey, Leo Ben. Good afternoon, man. The off button. Oh shit, I broke the game.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I smell a trick. Trick, right?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
What the hell? Really? Beat the game? Are you serious? So there's like multiple endings to this. I gotcha. Let's try a different possibility.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Basically, I think that is kind of, but I think this game has multiple endings to it. So like different choices you make along one path, they can branch off and have different ones.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to be a rebel again, see if I go downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, were starting to look